feminine. Let's go ahead, jump right into this reading, my love. Let us see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. Please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. I'm looking to see. I think I want to go like this here. Yeah. All right. Let's see. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages for feminine? What do they need to know? All right. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Sword and the Rose. Okay, the Sword and Rose. Separation. It flipped itself in reverse. That could be something there. Meaning, we have talking. Okay. Healthy choices. Not enough. What's the underlying energy? Soulmates and something here. Mask. Ooh. All right. So your person is hiding their true feelings right now. True feelings being they're missing you. All right. Somebody is missing you a lot. This person realizes that you told the truth. You tell the truth, you are the truth. Something like that. You told the truth, you tell the truth, you are the truth. So the Sword and Rose. You have said something to this person that provides clarity for them when it comes to the situation they have with you, the connection they have with you, things like that. Whatever way you went about explaining yourself, this person is replaying the conversation in their mind, or they're looking at it. So if they have it in written form, then they're looking at it. But if it's something that you did verbally, then they're recalling from memory, you know, what you said. But this person views you as a healthy choice. They feel like you're someone who they could have a stable, mature relationship with. And it feels like that's what they would want, if any kind of romantic relationship, right? And not everybody feels like that. Some people want the toxic. Some people want, not everybody wants that. You know what I mean? You may be someone that has been in certain toxic situations, or even could be dealing with karmic right now for some of you, not all, right? And if that's the case, you may find yourself in situations that you don't like all the time when it comes to the communication. Or you may have found yourself, you know, so when it comes to this person, whoever they are, I feel you wanted to handle them a different way, regardless of whatever you went through, you know, or you could just be someone that moves with love. Like, yes, I've gone through this, and yes, I dealt with that, but you don't allow the things that you've experienced in life to change or alter how you view connection, or how you view love, or how you show up in love and connection. So because this person may have in the past, or even right now, you know, they could have allowed themselves to hide their feelings, be fearful, different things like that, that sabotage the connection, do different things that sabotage the connection they have with you. Because again, you were coming in a way where it's like, yeah, I'm vulnerable, I'm open, I'm honest. One may assume that you've never been through anything if you're coming a certain type of way, almost as if you are inexperienced, right? So it's like, oh, you've never had any sort of pain, so that's why you just so willing to take leaps, and that's why you so willing to, you know, put yourself out there. But it's not always the case. Sometimes you're just a person of faith. You know, so just because every other situation has not worked out or whatever doesn't mean that one won't, you know. So you're like extremely optimistic, you know, you have a lot of faith, someone with a lot of hope when it comes to love, you know, like they be like, oh, hopeless. No, you have a lot of hope. Actually, it's not hopeless, you're hopeful. You have a lot of hope. Okay. But yeah, this is a true soul connection. All right. And they want to explore a partnership with you. That's what comes to mind. Like they want to explore a partnership with you. Like, what would it be like to be your partner, to be your significant other? Okay. Can we come to some sort of middle ground and find, you know, what works for us? Let's make an agreement. Okay. Because there is a soul contract, and maybe they're unfamiliar with what that really means. And initially it could have been something that scared them or threw them for a loop or something like that. They just didn't understand it. But I feel this person has a clearer understanding now, again. And so with this talking, whichever way it is that you communicate your, when you speak with this person, again, if this is something that happened in the past, like recent past, even more so accurate, because I feel like the person is sitting there just looking at it if it's written, But it says interested, conversing more, awaited message arrives, text, call, email, hovering. Maybe some of you are waiting to hear back from the person. You said what you said, and then you ain't hear from them, and you're going to, because the person feel like you're a healthy choice. And maybe what they're going to say is something along the lines of like, I lacked the confidence at the time to come towards you a certain way. I lacked the confidence to pursue this connection at that time, or something like that. But let's see, y'all. Let us see, y'all. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. What are the messages for Femenia? All right. Okay, thank you, Spirit. The Eight of Pentacles. All right, let's work on it. Let's work on this connection. Let's build this relationship up. The Nine of Pentacles. Okay. This person may view you as someone that is very self-sufficient, abundant, prosperous, hardworking. Didn't come out, so I'm not going to force it. The Tower. See, them holding these feelings in is not good. It's not going good. All right. It's really heavy, actually. With the Ten of Wands. Sheesh. All right. Yeah, it's heavy, all right. They carried around this love for you in their heart and not saying anything. They could be intimidated by you. Look, this word in the rose, because you're the truth. It's like whatever you said was all facts. You didn't say anything that was a lie. You didn't say anything that didn't go hand in hand with how you are, who you are, and how you've shown up in the connection this entire time. It's like it all ties together. It's also something here where maybe this person's feelings for you have only grown or intensified. You know what I'm saying? Because the Ten of Wands, it represents overload. So it's like, yeah, I have this love for you, but now it's like, it's even more than it's ever been or something. Because the facts that you speak, or the truth that you speak, this person respects your mind. They feel like you're very mentally sharp. Okay, so this is something they find attractive. Again, hard worker. Built yourself up. You could have done so by making healthy choices in your life. Repetitive healthy choices. Daily healthy choices. As to where it became your lifestyle, like a healthy lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? And ooh, this jumped out here. It flipped itself. So if this if this person feels like they took you for granted, or like they emotionally betrayed you, child, this is eating them up. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Oh, that's what this is about. This is eating someone up here because they feel like they didn't show up the right way. Again, their insecurities, lack of confidence, and whatever they had going on with this fear, ego, and all that going on, kept them stuck in a dark space and prevented them from being able to fully enjoy this. And they feel like, dang, like, what did they do? Meanwhile, 1010 is like angel number of new beginnings. However, if a person did this, I don't know. IDK my BFF Jill, because the Queen of Pentacles is very nurturing, very caring, very secure in herself or himself. We'll say themselves, all right? Queen of Pentacles is secure in themselves. So you showed up in truthful, practical, everyday, again, ways that say this will be a healthy type situation. Ways. Okay, I put that all together, y'all. I put that all together. You showed up in ways that say, yeah, this will be healthy. This is good for you. But this person could have been stuck in a karmic situation, or stuck in that dark energy. Like I said, that devil energy is not just about karmic partnerships, but it's also about, you know, that fear and that egoism. Any sort of obsessive behavior, possessive behavior. We have the Strength card. All right. So this person could be working up the nerve to come towards you and, you know, take this leap of faith after this. You know what I'm saying? That's just being realistic, y'all. And if I'm speaking to anyone who resonates as a Queen of Pentacles, you are practical by nature. So you understand the practicality of the situation, y'all. Like, that's just what it is. And even if you are a Queen of Swords, because so far you've shown up as a Queen of Pentacles and a Queen of Swords, the one thing that those two queens have in common is practicality. You see what I'm saying? So they're getting that now. They're like, oh, shoot. You know, because, again, you haven't said anything that disagrees with how you show up, what you've given them. You know? So, let's see. We have the Nine of Cups. Yeah, this person desires you. And, yeah, see, the Queen of Swords wanted to jump out. It was at the top, flipping itself over. I wanted to see what it was. That makes sense. So, of course, I'm going to take it out. All right, the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Their heart desires you because of your honesty. You get what I'm saying? Therefore, you are who you say you are. That's what I get from that. Again, the Eight of Pentacles is repetition. So I said repetitive, daily, healthy choices. You know what I'm saying? Like repetitive slash. So with Two of Cups, this person feels like, oh, this is a perfect match for me. You know, it's a perfect match. Now, here's the thing. This is what I am getting, right? This could be someone that enjoys doing certain things themselves, but the people around them may not necessarily be on that same type of time. What do I mean by that? If a person themselves is like into, you know, it's like health conscious, but the people around them are not health conscious, then it's like, okay, I'm around these people because this is familiar, this is comfort. You see what I'm saying? Nevertheless, if I come into contact with someone in a romantic sense, especially, right? Doesn't always have to be, but that's what we're talking about right now. If I come in contact with someone in a romantic sense who I feel like can resonate with me in those ways, as to where if we were to come together and merge our lives, it wouldn't be dysfunctional. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's going to make me want to be like, yeah, let me, right? Like, I have never been around this energy. I've only been around what wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? So now that I get around what is good for me, and I'm the person that enjoys doing that myself already, yes, I'm going to resonate with that. So Two of Cups is like perfect match, you know? Perfect match energy. You have the courage. You speak your truth to live in your truth. And they love that. Okay? Yeah. I feel this. I'm going to put it back. Ooh, no. This Knight of Swords doesn't want to go back. I'm sorry. I don't even know if this is supposed to go back. So I'm going to take it out. And I feel like that's why. Five of Cups. Yeah. I want to come in and say something or do something. Transmute the energy. 10-10, new beginning. Because I would rather do that than live in sorrow. You know, live in regret. Ultimately, them letting you down, they feel like they let themselves down. You know? So we have a masculine that feels like they let themselves down by letting you down. All right, Empress. Uh-oh. We have the Four of Wands. Yeah, see, this is what they want. Let's transmute it. New beginning. Let's go. All right, this is what I want. Knight of Wands. I'm determined to make this happen. Six of Swords, to have a smooth transition from separation to togetherness. You know, from separation to togetherness. And like, how are we going to do this? Manifestation is how we're going to do this. The Magician. All right. Ten of Pentacles. We're going to manifest Ten of Pentacles with our Nine of Pentacles Empress. That's what we're going to do. That's where they're coming from. All right. So let us see what this person got going on. What's going on? You know, I'm kind of compelled to do something new. So I'm about to try it out. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. All right. Let's see what happens. Yeah. This person could have initially rejected you or made you feel that way. Moved on or something like that. They just saw moving. Put that right back there. And you just moved on with your life. Dusted your shoulders off and got into your words. Started shining. Person come in wanting to kiss your tail. Things like that. you know, because they realize what they lost. Okay? They realize what they lost, guys. Person could have always been hitting you up from fake accounts. You could have always known it was them, child. You know, different social media sites, fake numbers, all that. Because the person thinks about you so much, they love you so much. It's a heavy weight that's on them because of the amount of love they have for you. And the fact that they don't get to thoroughly express it the way that they feel it. Yeah, see? So if you were to move on and be with anybody else, child, please. You're talking about hating. Heck yeah. And they're going to have some sort of grudge because they feel like you're theirs. Again, with that possessive energy. So that's not necessarily coming out of the devil energy. It's still allowing themselves to go back into it. Where the tower, I felt, is here because they need to make these changes. They need to stop being egotistical and prideful and, you know, hiding their true feelings behind a mask. Like, speak up on what it is that you feel. Because ultimately, if feminine doesn't know and then decides to, you know, move on, they cannot be mad. They cannot hate. I mean, they did not speak up. You know, so let's see here. All right. Thank you, Spirit. They may be afraid that they have a bad rep with you now. Like, you're just never going to look at them no different. That's just what it is. Your mind is made up, but they're not doing anything to change your mind either. So they must like where your mind is right now. Then, you know, that's how you would view it as a Queen of Swords. If you know that I look at the situation like this, but you don't want me to look at it like this, but you're not doing anything to change it. Child, well, you know, it's like that. They must feel like your mind is made up. That's it. So once a person makes their mind up, it's nothing you could do. Say, okay, well, that says everything I need to know. And no, it's not enough. In which case you would just move on then, right? All right. So let's see. All right. Thank you. All they're going to do is stalk then, child. All right. It says lurking online, still checking your stories, obsession never left. That's what it is. They're obsessed with you. Okay, they love you. Yeah, but they're obsessed. See, it's no ifs, ands, buts when it come out like this. Okay? And something they may feel like you feel, or you could have said, oh, I dodged a bullet, or something like that. It says clingy and controlling. You see, possessive. Can't let you go, karmic and chaotic. They're stuck in that karmic energy. For some of you, like, this could be a karmic soulmate or something. Maybe that's how you feel because the way the person moves. We have dodging bullets. Blocking bad energy, escaping toxic people, haters can't touch you. All right, yeah, they're holding some sort of grudge, maybe. Again, especially for those of you who have moved on. If this is like someone from the past, like past. Okay, this could be someone that gets with someone else just because, you know, like they want to prove a point or something. But ultimately, again, them betraying you would just be them hurting themselves. So I really wouldn't advise that they do that, but I mean, shoot, I'm not their advisor, right? If I was, they wouldn't be doing that. Yeah, we got bad karma because all it's going to do is bring forth more bad karma. You see what I'm saying? So what exactly is that doing? Yeah, inside scoop. They could have somebody maybe looking into you or trying to look into you to see what you have going on, if they should come back in. Yeah, because they have nothing but love on the brain when it comes to you. And so it's like if there's somebody else, they got to move. They got to go. Whatever we got to do to get rid of this person. Oh, whoa. That's a little bit much. But it says lost in fantasy. Can't stop thinking of them. Love never left. So if it says obsession never left, love never left, but you coming across as you're unfazed, that could be what they have a grudge about. You know, it could come across to them as you're unfazed because you're Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is not showing her emotions. She's not wearing her heart on her sleeve. So even if I feel a certain type of way, you wouldn't know it. Why should you know it? Have you earned that? You get what I'm saying? So we have wants you back. Didn't know your worth. Yeah, see? Now they're desperate. Too little, too late. Well, they're not acting like they're desperate, child. Because, I mean, desperation would be like, let me pursue. Let me attempt. Let me show effort. Are they doing that? Yeah, see? I told you, you're in your word and you're shining. There you go. Okay? You probably always been in your word. You probably grew up in the word. Again, if you're somebody who's spiritual, people may assume that you have no understanding of the word, that you just like strayed away, far away from God, as opposed to realizing that you just have an up close and personal relationship with the source yourself. So whichever way you choose to study source energy, the higher being, the higher power, you know, up to you, because you have a personal relationship. Whereas religion is more so conformed to strictly doing it a certain type of way. And it also depends on whatever your base faith is. So again, Christ consciousness, for example, is clearly rooted in Christ. So again, where's Christ at? In that book. You get what I'm saying? So that's where you're going to be at, in that book. You see what I'm saying? But it says radiate with truth. What did I say? You are the truth. Let's go back to that Nine of Pentacles and how that Nine of Pentacles is radiating. With what? Truth. You understand what I'm saying to you? So they're seeing it. They're getting it up close and personal. Up close and personal. I see it now. This is why they are obsessed. Can't you blame them? Okay. This is how I treated somebody that really is of the right energy. But because I was not in the right energy, I thought I was. But clearly I was not. You get what I'm saying? Clearly I was not. And that's not you saying it. That's them saying it. That's them being the judge of themselves. You get what I'm saying? Them doing some introspection and saying, okay, you know, what could I have done differently here? How could I have shown up in a different way to express something different? Yeah, your light triggers darkness. All right. But Spirit wants for you to stay unapologetically yourself. Okay. And some of you are running from it. Run, feminine. Run. All right. Some of you are running. Run, Forest, out this mug. Okay. You said this masculine is like a box of chocolates. I never know which version of them I'm gonna get. Or something like that. Child, you said run. Oh God. We have given money. I really do feel like that. Okay. I'm gonna put another one here because yeah, I feel like that. You know, again, like we said with marrying for money, if they found somebody to just be giving them money, then child, yeah, that works. You know, especially with that devil energy, it works. You just be giving me stuff and doing stuff. Yeah, let's do it. You know. Let's do it. So you're like, oh no, I dodged a bullet or something like that. Or maybe their way of assuming a person cares about them is from them doing stuff like that. And if you don't, then they're like, oh, you don't love me, you don't care about me. You're like, child, you know. And you got crying over you and spiritual hater. It says, mad you're glowing up, thinks your magic is fake, low vibes only. I don't feel like this is masculine. I feel like this is somebody around masculine. That's what it feels like, because masculine's trying to get back in your life and they don't think your magic is fake. All right, they're crying over you. Still not over it, watching your posts, pretending they're fine. Chatty. Grudge holder could be karmic. You know, karmic is mad because they giving this person money and doing all this stuff to try to, now this is not for everybody. Just hold on to that part. That's for you. It's not for everybody. Okay, because I know people are like, oh, it took a turn. It went this way. Only take what resonates with you. They view you as a healthy choice and that you still are. Nothing that we said in the beginning, you know, is like thrown out now. No, it's all still relevant. It all still applies. We have that side and now we see why they feel they're not enough or why they didn't do enough. Look at the energy that they came with. Look at everything that was behind that Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands. This is what that's about. So if you expect a Ten of Swords or a Ten of Wands to be positive, it's not. You get what I'm saying? Nothing about that's positive. All right. So I'm just going back to last week where one of our lovely supporters, hey, was like, oh, you know, the readings have been so negative lately. And it's like, no, it's not about it being negative. It's about working through the things that twins actually go through, which is not all positive situations. All right. Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands ain't nothing about that positive, you know. And as true twins, it's quite often a lot of things you have to work through. So if that's the case, which here it is, you know, it's just going to come up. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to do it. All right. So it says legal issues and kissing ass. All right. So kissing arse. All right. Facing court matters. Excuse me. Paperwork and delays dealing with authority. Okay. So this person is going through something. Could be trying to separate from karmic. That could be, like I said, while karmic is feeling some sort of type of way. Same-ish. Different day. Nothing changes in that situation. So this person wanted to leave and pursue the healthier choice, you know, or something like that. Again, it's something you said. Something you said was true. It could be that. You could have told them like, oh man, you know, we're going to end up together. Or you love me. Who knows? It's something along those lines. Something along those lines. And maybe in a playful way, you know. Like, oh, you know you mines. Or something like that. Something like that. But this person has photo proof. This karmic. And now it's like, yeah, see, truth in plain sight. Photo proof. Caught in the act. Like, what? You know? It's something like that going on here, guys. This person has the proof of something dealing with you. Like maybe they were sitting here looking at your pictures. Like I said, again, if it's a conversation, they've been looking at it. Maybe they saw that. Who knows? But it's something here where you feel like you dodged a bullet or you felt that way. Inside scoop. Bad karma. Somebody's getting, I'm telling you, just a bunch of bad karma. Reputation ain't that great right now. Yeah, and somebody's hating on the happiness that you may have or that you will have. Okay? I feel like you're just a happy person by nature, though. We have clout hungry. And if somebody comes around you right now, you may assume the person only wants to be around you for the wrong reasons because they didn't come around before. Okay? That may be the thing here. All right. Let's see. We have crying over you and looking you up. Yep. Cyber stalking, studying you, and getting info. So because this person is in their feelings, feel like they didn't do enough, they didn't show up enough, you know, they got to come in and do something, say something. They got to figure this out. Let me get more here on this. Clout hungry. Haunted. Oh, yeah, see? So again, somebody might do something, post something on your social media, anything, something to try to grab your attention. Moves in silence. They don't know what you're up to other than social media. This is what you're up to. It says too busy winning. So again, they feel like they want to come together with you, make something work. You, on the other hand, feel like, you know, person didn't show up a certain type of way and they're not doing anything now to show you anything different. And all you've seen from them was not the best. You know, again, Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands is not great energy. All right, so let's see. All right, 1 second, y'all. All right, y'all. Let's see. Look where it stopped at. Glow up time, transformation, confidence, inner radiance. I choose me. And look at that glow again. Let's go back to that 9 of Pentacles. Look, who's playing? Because we not. Because who playing? Because that's a lot of synchronicity right there, if you understand what I'm saying to you. So maybe someone didn't realize, like, oh, you really are backed by, like, a higher being, a higher power. Nothing can touch you. Like, that wrong energy is not going to touch you, baby. It's not going to hit you. It's not going to hit you with a good Lord split you. It's not going to hit you at all. Look, I'm talking about with a good Lord split you. No contact zone. Good night. Good night, Auntie. All right. Go to your auntie's house. All right, let's see. Ciao. All right, one more shuffle because this, every time I shuffle the thing, moving thing. Ciao. All right, let's see, y'all. Let's see, y'all, real quick. What does feminine need to know? What does feminine need to know? Woke up different. Well, it says shift in energy, done tolerating silent strength. Someone didn't realize your silent strength. All right, you just woke up one day and was like, well, and you could be that type of person. Like, you give and give and give and love and love and love because it's just who you are. A giver, a lover by nature. And once you're done, oh, you are done. And it's not something you need permission for. You just stop. Like, why would I need your permission to stop? I need your permission to do it. You get what I'm saying? I didn't need your permission to do it. Oh, whoa. It says only when convenient. Zang. You see? So they only hit you up when it was convenient. It says used for attention, emotional, utility, no depth. So, in other words, this person never showed up when it really counted, but you always were there for them because, again, Karmic definitely didn't have no emotional depth. The people around them certainly did not. Do you ever notice that anytime we talk about, like, Karmic or karma, anything like that, we talk about, like, skulls and stuff being brought in to the picture? Look at this, or energy vamps, because maybe they suck the life out of other people because they don't have no life in them. You understand what I'm saying to you? So it's like they have no depth. They're very shallow. You see? So it's like, but that's what you want, right? You want the shallow because this person is giving you money, giving you money. That's what you want. But they crave that emotional intimacy and that intellectual stimulation. And so perhaps that's what they were using you for. You said, oh, sure, you won't be using me for that. You know, that could also be what the not enough is about. They just did not give enough. So right here, the little text message. First of all, the girl is sitting somewhere, a public place, by herself, as if she was waiting on this person to show up, and they text her, a little text bubble pops up and it's like, are you still there? I'm not coming tonight. You see what I'm saying? So this person could have just left you hanging multiple times over, which is also them trying to steal your energy, by the way. Let's go with that, because maybe they feel like, you know, and this is not for everybody. This is for some of you. maybe this person, the ones who are holding a grudge, you know, they feel like they want to take some of that energy from you. So they want to put your attention and focus on them, because energy flows where your attention is, right? Where your attention goes, that's where energy flows. So if your attention is on them, then like, oh, energy's going to flow over here, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get that, and I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get that. But if you don't believe in the spiritual practices of the feminine anyway, then what are you doing? You know, so it's something like that. It could also be that they may be a spiritual practitioner, but you have a close relationship, you know, or whatever with God. Like you have a in church type of situation going on or something like that. Who knows? All right. But it says stalking their socials and dreaming of you. So you see what I'm saying? It's like they didn't show up and didn't realize that you have this internal strength, this silent strength. And when you're done tolerating something, you're done. You have a high tolerance because you're nurturing. But when you're done because you're also practical. And if something doesn't make sense, you're not doing it. So this no longer makes sense for you. So you're just not doing it anymore. You see what I'm saying? But now it's like they're stalking your socials, watching, lurking, and secretly obsessed. Is it really a secret when we done saw it come out how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just making a number up. But I feel like it's about 5 at this point. Okay. How many times did we see that this person is obsessed with you? Okay. So we have dreaming of you, nostalgia, fantasy, and wishful thinking. A person knows, like, dang, it was like this, or it could have been like this, but the way that I treated this person, the way I treated them was real foul, you know. They know this. So we see what that 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands is about. You know what I mean? We have burned the bridge. Oh, Lord, you see? Final goodbye, unrepairable, no way back. They feel like it's no way back. This person feel like they burned the bridge, like in their heart of hearts. All right, so knowing you burnt this bridge, knowing you totally just messed it up, what could you possibly say or do? There's nothing that you could say or do that would help the situation. All right, so right here it says block and bless. Boundary, no contact, closure. Like you have closure, you're good, you know. So if the person wants to come in and have the closure, or if they want to say whatever they want to say, it's like that's cool and all for some of you, but you just don't see how you would get back to the 4 of Wands. Now this person does want to get back to that 4 of Wands, and maybe some of you are still open to it, but for the majority of you, I don't see that. We have soul come back online, energy return, alignment, spiritual reset, because the person didn't do nothing. It didn't do anything. So it says never really over. Sheesh. Lingering energy, soul tie, no closure. Do you see that? It's like, do you see that? Wow. So it's because it's a soul tie. It's a soul contract between you and this person that they keep coming up in your energy in the first place. But because they did not treat this situation the right way, now they're doing everything that they can to get in your energy or stay in your energy. Because they already in it. You can't say to get in, they're already in it. It's the principle of you're not speaking to them in a physical sense, or you're not dealing with them the same way in the physical, hence the separation. So I'm missing you, I'm on your socials, I'm watching you, because everything you said was true. Everything, you know, that kind of thing. So let's see, get something real quick on what's to come, like, because they're watching you. But let's see, if like this was the perfect match and they messed it up, you may not feel like that anymore after everything that's taken place. Right? It would make sense for a person's viewpoint of the situation or person to change after they were treated so terribly. If it didn't change, I would be concerned for you. I'd be like, what's going on? You know, that somebody treats you like this and nothing changed with how you see them. You know, like 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, no, they're still possessive. 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups is not good here. 4 of Swords, yeah. Like you have peace of mind. You have peace, period. They're trying to bring you back in, manifest you. But it's like, yeah, they're trying to manifest you, but the Temperance, divine intervention and protection, 2 of Wands. So Spirit is protecting you from this energy. Because if the person is still coming 7 of Swords, what's the point? If you're still coming with the same energy, if nothing's really changed, 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Cups in reverse. See? So it's still a third party somewhere, or it might be several. third party somewhere. King of Pentacles, they could be someone that does really well financially if that's the case. You know, powerful males tend to think, I don't know, powerful people maybe. Let's not, you know, just say it's powerful males, but males who are in certain position, or women even who are in certain position, they feel like they can do whatever they want. All right, we got the Three of Wands in reverse. And because this person kept delaying things and putting things off, child, you just got so frustrated with it. You felt like there was no, like this person didn't have direction in regards to where they wanted this connection to go. So you felt like it wasn't that important to them. You shifted your priorities completely. Yeah, and blocked this person out. Okay, we got the Six of Pentacles. Yeah, it was one-sided. You felt like they were breadcrumbing you. They only showed up maybe for a good time, not a long time, and that's not for everybody. But Four of Cups, whatever it is they showed up for, you didn't want it. They didn't do enough. They didn't put in what you put in, or they didn't show that they cared. It's a combination of things here, y'all. It really, truly is. It's too much. It's too much for you to be like, yeah, you know. So I don't know. Like, yeah, I would go back to that right now. You know, like, if you really love this person and it's something you couldn't stop doing, like you couldn't stop loving the person, that's one thing. But that don't mean you gotta be with the person that doesn't treat you right. Or be with a person that doesn't know how to love you the way you deserve to be loved. You know, so those are some things to consider. But with the Nine of Swords, I feel like that's exactly what they think about. With somebody that has this level of clarity and that's this clear-headed, right? This person is clear-minded, like ain't nobody business. And this is how I came. Nine of Swords. It's almost like they're embarrassed. Okay? Completely embarrassed. Six of Cups, because they feel like they're very immature and childish. They see their own immaturities. Okay? The Hangman that they are stuck in, like old habits die hard, you know, kind of thing. Fool card. And they are very non-committal, or they were. So it's like, you know, if this is just who you are, you're non-committal, it's not going to change now. Maybe this person feels this way because they wish that they were different. Like they wish that they could be what you need in a person. But because of who they are, and how they are and have always been, they feel like that's just not, you know, going to be the reality or something like that. Now, you may say different, but that's how they feel. And that's, you know, I get where they're coming from. But yeah. All right. So those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information, that's where you can book personal readings with me, join the Patreon, our membership, or subscribe to my website can be found in the description box beneath this video. Peace and hair grease.